Well, Ben, y'all have one more week before game week. What are you hoping to see maybe this coming week from the team or, your position group?
The biggest thing is probably to take strides in the scrimmage. Last week's scrimmage wasn't the best. I didn't get to experience a whole bunch of it. But I think if we take the next step this week in the scrimmage, I think it really will show where we're at as a team.
You feel like y'all bounced back after that? Because offense did kind of get dominate a little bit at times in that scrimmage.
And have we bounced back?
Yeah, as the offense bounced back, yeah.
I think so too. I think we really emphasized coming out with a lot of energy, a lot of focus, doing the little things, because doing all the little things, equals the big things. So we really focus on coming out this week and taking care of business, and hopefully, tomorrow that'll show.
Have you thought much about that first game yet?
To be honest, no. I mean, I know where it's at. I know what date it's on, but no, I'm focused on us right now.
Ben, tight end is such a unique position. Got to run routes, got to block on the edge, got to block out on the edge for sweeps and stuff like that. What did you feel like your goal was this offseason for, whether it's dominating out on the edge for defensive linemen or leading out front or pass catching or anything else for you?
Yeah, so I had 3 main goals going into fall camp, and it was be better on the front side of wide zone, make the contested ones, like the contested catches. And then my third one was being able to lean on other teammates. Sometimes I feel like I don't necessarily, push myself onto my teammates, and I feel like leaning on them is a good thing, and it shows, the team aspect and why you should be a team. So.
What have you learned from that?
Vulnerability.
It's hard, ain't it?
Yeah. Some humility. All the good stuff.
How do you think that's made you better as a player and also as a person?
Oh, I think it helps me open up to the team. Sometimes being bottled up is really easy to do. Letting yourself out there is kind of difficult. So I think, being more open, communicating more, talking with the entire offense, not just my select group. So, I think I've, impacted others from a leadership standpoint. I think I've also improved myself.
Ben, what are you seeing from Blake these last few weeks during camp?
Everything.
Yeah.
He's a good. He's been playing really hard. He's been playing really well. Coach Bell's coaching him to the best of his ability. He's doing really well. I'm happy. His completion percentage is up. He's making some really good throws. He's doing the things he's supposed to be doing.
How about leadership-wise? Is he kind of taking hold of that?
Yeah, so it started this last summer. Everyone was kind of expecting it, waiting for his moment, I guess. But, he's come a long way since the beginning of summer. He's become more vocal. He's become more influential. He's been texting me, asking me to do all these things with him now. So he's really stepping out of his shell and, wanting to become the best leader he can be.
Was the first pass he threw against Kansas State to you? Or was it somewhere? You remember that?
I do not.
Well, I brought that up because of rapport that a quarterback and a tight end. You want to have it with everybody, but what is that like, the two of you, the communication level without ever saying anything?
I'd say it's pretty high. Communication can be hard when you're not talking directly, but I feel like the offense is set up to be able to be non-communicative, I guess. I don't know, just kind of click. Just don't really know the way to put it.
And you talked about the contested catches. How much have you worked on that, and do you feel like you've gotten quite a bit better?
Yeah, I feel like I've been put in a lot of situations just this fall camp. Not necessarily just running the routes I've been running in the past, but, expanding my toolbox and running new routes and learning how to play through certain defenses and, just getting better. So, yeah, I think I have gotten a lot better at that.
Go ahead. Oh, my friend called it the Peyton Manning route, where he would always hit Dallas Clark, the tight end, layering it over the linebackers in front of the safeties. Is that something you and Chapin have been working on this fall camp?
To an extent, yeah. Not exactly the same, but yeah. Blake's got a lot of finesse, and I like to catch the football, so we work really well together.
Yeah. And y'all have really good experience, obviously, at tight end, but it seems like you have some young guys that are kind of coming on. What have you seen from those guys?
I've seen a lot. So we were fortunate enough to have all of the new tight ends this year came in the spring, so they were all able to do spring ball except for Cody. But so at least they got a taste of what college football was like. So they're kind of taking strides now in fall camp, which is good. It's like they had their first fall camp in the spring, and now they're almost kind of fitting right into everything that's going on. So it was a good head start for them. I'm happy that they're here. I love all of them.
So it's Mark, Kelsey, and Cody.
Yep,
right?
the 3 of them, yeah.
Kelsey's one of the most unique prospects I've ever seen come out of high school. What have you seen from him? Just 6'1", but kind of has wide receiver skills.
Yeah, he's very athletic. You know, he's kind of freaky. He's
Yeah.
fast. He's strong. The first couple weeks in the weight room in the spring, he's throwing weight around. So it's kind of cool to see.
Can't have him lifting more than the older guys.
Yeah, right. He's done it. He's a strong dude. He's fast. He's savvy. He understands the game of football. He fits really well into this offense.
For the offense, real quick, what do you think the main difference from the spring to the fall now? Have you seen any big changes, or guys stepping up, guys feeling more comfortable?
Yeah, I've seen some improvement from the receiver room. You know, that was a spot where we lost some guys last year. So now guys are starting to kind of step into their form. You know, Hal and Gip and Josh Cameron, Monterey, a couple of freshmen stepping up. You know, it's cool to see competition in itself. Last year was the quarterbacks. You know, this year it's the receivers. So it's always fun.